Sweetie Pie, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a really exciting video, of course, because every time Kat Von D comes out with something, especially if it's like an eyeshadow palette or something that I'm really passionate about, I have to get it. So she came out with her 10th anniversary collection, and I'm just like sliding, and all I bought from the collection was the eyeshadow palette. So bummer there. I know they have a highlighter, a 10th anniversary eyeliner, which is just her tattoo eyeliner. I feel like it's sweaty in here. Whew. Anyway, so yeah, she has her tattoo eyeliner, she has a highlighter, a lipstick, and I think that's it. I think that's all. Now, it was $62 Canadian for me to purchase this palette. I am going to show you swatches, and I'm going to show you all that good stuff. I'm going to tell you about it. If you guys want to see a demo of this palette, I also did a Get Ready With Me last week on it, but I wanted to keep this palette a little longer so I could tell you what I feel about these. And I also want to compare it a little bit to the Saint and Sinner palette. People were kind of talking about how these were similar. And yeah, I don't really see it, so I'm going to kind of show you up close what I don't see. So if you guys are interested in that, then stay tuned. Do not forget to subscribe. I almost went into the information, then I was like, no, Melissa, this is the intro. But yeah, guys, let's get into this video. Let's get into it. If you are interested in this gorgeous freaking palette, alright guys, so let's get into this palette. What it comes in is this absolutely phenomenal gold Kat Von D 10th anniversary eyeshadow palette box. And of course, it's like got the inlay. It has the names of the shadows on the back. And when you pull it out, it looks something like this. It has this beautiful freaking artwork, and I will show you close-ups of the palette and everything when I do the swatches. But this is freaking beautiful, guys. The artwork on here is amazing. It is like signed by Kat Von D, and it's kind of like engraved. Then it also has the shades on the back. Oh, it's so metallic. It does have the shades on the back. And the eyeshadows themselves, these are limited edition. There are 16 shades in this palette, and they are 1.7 grams per shade. They have dimethicone, talc, and mica. Obviously, this is cruelty-free, and is it vegan? It is vegan, especially with this like orangey red shade here. This is an orange, it's not a red, but it doesn't have any carmine in it, so that's really awesome. I want to go into like kind of each individual shade and talk about it with you a little bit. As I said, this was a $62 palette. This is limited edition. And yeah, so the first thing I gave you, I gave you most of the information, I think. And I just want to go into some comparisons type of deal with this. So when I opened up my Kat Von D Saint and Sinner palette, what I was looking for was dupes. I wanted colors that were really similar to each other, that were really similar to the ones that are in the Kat Von D 10th anniversary palette. And I will show you close-ups. There is only one shade in both of these palettes that I think are somewhat dupes, but really actually aren't. This one in the palette is Catherine, I think. Yes, I think this one is Catherine here. It is like that really kind of duochromy blue. And then this one from the Saint and Sinner palette is, what is it? Vestment. And as you see on the fingers, they're somewhat similar, but this one on the top is Vestment, and then this one is the other one. And there is some difference. They both have that very like green, turquoisey kind of brown shade color going on, but the one in the 10th anniversary has a lot more of a like mauve-y base with turquoise as a duochrome, whereas Vestment is a forest green with kind of like a browny mauve kind of undertone. The other one that I thought might be really close is Relic. And what is the gold one in this? Gina? Yes, the gold one in the 10th anniversary is called Gina, and it has some glitter in it, so I do think that a base is, you know, better. And then this one is Relic in the Saint and Sinner, and That one is more of a metallic. So this one from the Saint and Sinner is Relic. It's more of those creamy metallics. And then this one, which now I've of course forgotten, has like some gold glitter in it and is a little bit more chunky. What is that shade called? Gina. Sorry, it's called Gina. There were a ton of, like, not similarities, but coinciding colors in both of these palettes. Like, if there was a shimmer of a color in this palette, there was a matte in this palette, because there are a lot more mattes in this one than in this one. So I think that together they work beautifully. I've been doing it all week and I've been loving it. Also, I put Exodus on the lower lash line. Can you see that? It's so pretty. I'm just so in love with this look today. The greens have been really favorable to me. So yeah. Anyway, let's go into swatches, and then I did a look, so I'm not going to do a look this time. But yeah, I will just give you my final thoughts on this palette as a whole. So yeah, let's go into what everybody wants to see, of course. I'm going to do brush swatches of this palette as well, I think, because I think that can sometimes be helpful. I wish I could do it like, oh, I can't remember her name. She does them all on her eyes. She will literally swatch every single one on her eyes. That I don't really have that much time for. I wish I did. I might do that one day for a palette, but I will do some brush swatches on my hand and maybe do kind of an over talk where I can talk about these while I am swatching them for you guys, so you can have a little bit of information there as well. I did mention they are dimethicone, talc, and mica based, just like pretty much all of Kat Von D's shadows. So yeah, let's go into the swatches. So here are the first three shades. They are finger swatched and brush swatched. They come out beautifully either way. I haven't had any problems with this palette. They were super pigmented. I did have a little bit of blending problems here and there, but I think that's just user error because they're so pigmented. Adele, Malice, Ashley, and Gina. Gina is amazing. It's this like really weird yellowy shade. A lot of people look for that shade. I don't have too many of them, but they brush swatched amazingly, and this is on a completely dry hand. I usually just like wait a few moments after I wipe it off just so that it can dry. All right, so here are the next one. We have Egypt, we have Sylvia, Lala, and we have Lefar, and then we have the brush swatches. And Sylvia and Lala, the two mattes, these are the ones that are a little bit more lacking in the palette. I found that this one was hard to blend, even though I loved using it, and this one was deceiving. I guess it wasn't a problem, it was just a little bit deceiving. I thought this would be my like all over, but this is actually a beautiful crease color. You know, like a medium toned. The gold swatches amazingly either way, as you can see, but the green is definitely better with a finger. Alright, so this is the bottom row, first four. It is, let's see here, let's get this right. There is Melanie. Oh no, I switched these two. I'm sorry, guys. This one is actually Melanie. It's a matte. This is your all over setting your crease type of shade if you are like light to medium. If you're dark, they do have the Adele as well to set your crease if you're like of the really dark persuasion. And then we have Alexandria, which is this orange duochrome pink. Oh, it's absolutely insane. It swatches okay with a brush, but not amazing, as well as the purple one, Catherine. It swatches okay with a brush, but I definitely think using your fingers, when I was using it this week, fingers worked really good with these metallics. There's only, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the whole palette, and I don't mind using my finger. This one is, what is it, Nancy? Yeah, Nancy is just a really good and like, you know, darker crease shade if you want. I think that any medium color can be a crease shade, so, you know. Anyway, let's go on to the next ones. All right, and last shades. The first one here is Kelly, and it is that blue-brown pigment type of shade. It swatches great with a brush and a finger. I would much prefer a finger though. The brush is possible, especially if you're trying to get into the inner and outer corners, but a finger is amazing on the lid. in my opinion. Then we have Sarah, which is that really cool toned type of brown, as well as Caroline, which is a turquoise, but a very deep turquoise. They all swatch beautifully with a brush and your finger. Normally you wouldn't use your finger with a matte, but I like you to be able to see the color of the palette. And then you have Chad. It's a little bit hard to work with because it is a very deep blue, but it blends as long as you put down a, like, you don't have a sticky base. I think it works wonderfully. Alright guys, well those are the swatches and they're beautiful. I love the mattes in this palette, and if this was just on its own, I'd be happy, but I think that, you know, I don't know, I really love the matte shadows in here. I think the shimmers are beautiful, but like this one in Caroline, I don't know, it just wasn't my favorite. I was really looking for some green and blue shadows, so I really did get that with this palette, but I really think they need to just cut out with the warm tones right now. If she had put some more cool tone shadows in, some more purples, a deeper red, oh, I would have been even more satisfied. But that's just me. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day, night, evening, whatever you're doing. I love you guys so much, and have a really wonderful day. Bye.